My camera says, clean your lens for a better picture. I don't think the clean lens will make me look any better. So today's project is maybe some wood. Let's have a look. So this is the old Hesston Stakhand 30 that I picked up from the neighbor's old place. And I'm like, today's the day that we're going to work on this sucker, because I just got propane delivered yesterday. I've never heated with propane before. $1,500 in 45 days. Ouch. No, $1,200 in 45 days. So like 27 bucks a day. Anyway, that's a little steep, so we need to get on with the wood burning business again. So this thing here is made for hauling loose hay, right? Stacking loose hay. What I'm going to do is raise it up, because the roof comes way high and the end gate goes down, and then it's like this big huge portable shed, we hope. And then the guy could just back up, throw some wood in there with a conveyor, and then just park it just like that. So I just put on some new nipples on these brand new hydraulic lines. You can see that they were once good a few decades ago, but we'll raise her up and see if I don't blow any lines, and raise the lid and see what happens. And then hopefully we'll have some success. Well, so far problems. I'd say that's bending that rod. It's supposed to lift all four at once. It's probably froze and stuck in there for 100 years. And ain't raising things just yet. Because that certainly didn't raise, and it looks like it's bent in the eye on that one because it ain't going up. Stupid crap. Plan B. So you can see the hydraulic cylinders up at the top here. They're extended a little bit. You can see the line that broke. But what really happened? Oh, look at that! This side's way up there. So what really happened is because these stupid things are in a series. This one raised like way higher, and then this one a little bit less around the corner, because these things are rigged up a little funny. The oil pressure goes into the bottom of this hose, or this cylinder, and the oil that leaves the cylinder from the piston side goes down and over to the bottom of the next one, which makes me wonder how it's possible that it works, because there's less volume every time, because the piston has more volume on below the piston than above where the rod is. But nonetheless, it raised way up and jammed everything, and it wouldn't work, and it wouldn't go down, all kinds of stuff. And you can see it's been a problem before. So plan B is, oh, there's a machine that could lift that sucker. So I'm going to disconnect the fittings, lift her all the way to the sky, and then just weld the block on the blocks, like where it rises. I'm just going to weld the block so it's just stuck there. It can't come back down unless you remove it. Then it should work. The end gate folded up like a big ugly ramp you're going to slip and bash your brains on. Then there was this other piece that was hanging down as a flapper here. But I don't want that either, because I want to shove the auger inside. So I'll be able to raise the roof, then walk the auger all the way into here and fill it up and walk my way back. And then there's one other problem. This is made to let the air out when you're blowing hay in, and snow and rain in. So I'm gonna take some old trash, corrugated metal I have from some other, well, it's actually called the fire of '03. When she burned down the old woodshed, and I'm going to take that and put it on the roof so that it's all those places are covered with metal and tin before I raise it, and then it'll be moderately weatherproof. And you should look at this beautiful tin. This stuff here is so good that, woo-wee. But it'll shed water. That's all that really matters. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing now. Well, I used to work with the guy, Steve. He would say, well, it's not going to fly to the moon. And this one might not. Anyway, all this crap will keep the snow out of that stuff, so all I did was just snip the corners, shove it up underneath, screw it down in a few places, so it's covering. That's the last one. So if you've seen my short video of this already, you know that sometimes you see some workmanship, workmanship and craftsmanship that is just unbelievable. This is probably one of those times. Hey, now we're going to try to lift it from the cradle thing there straight up in the air with the log truck. We'll see what it does. Well, it'll raise high enough. We'll see what happens. And all the oil will spew out of those cylinders into the pails. And then we'll weld little blocks there and there on each side. But I'm not going to hold this while I'm doing the controls. You'll have to just imagine what it looks like, and if I break it, you'll have to pretend you saw it. So there should be no oil coming out of the front one because there's nothing else, just the back three, right? The front cylinder should be sucking air. Hey, now I'm pulling too far on the back. Fun. That's the one that jammed when we were trying to lift it. The thing about picking with a cradle is you got to be centered, but how do you do it when you're... I think I'm going to set her down and then grab a little closer to the front and then try her again, like slide my my bridle over there a little bit so I'm pulling more. Maybe I'm not centered. Hard to tell. Set it down, grabbed it further, still lifting the whole machine. Then I'm like, oh, wait a second. How these things are, because the way the hydraulics are set up is kind of stupid. The oil goes in one, and then the top off the piston goes out and down in the bottom of the other one. But the far piston probably is sealed and under vacuum because it can't let air into it. I don't know, so that it won't open. I think that's what's going on here. Pain in the butt. But we're maybe smarter. Are you? So we raise it up and down and up and down. It keeps sticking on this cylinder. Must be full of ice. So we just took it off. Now everything else hopefully will just lift. Well, here goes nothing. I think you better swing it. At least it's not lifting the whole friggin' thing up. Okay, so it's raising. There's still some weird tension because as I raised it up, it floated a bit. It's still coming up just a tiny bit. I don't know how much more will come up. Hey, crawl up and get the chain. Figured if I tried to grab it with the log picker, I'm gonna wreck something for sure, but what a mess. Like Dad just said, 10-minute job, or 2 days for a 10-minute job. Nothing like working with the Buzzbox box welder and some old pig rod, we don't even know what it is. Anyway, we've got blocks welded in everywhere, some scrap to hold it up there. So it's up. The roof is supposedly waterproof. Now we can put a whole bunch of crap wood in there. Freaking wind. You know why I like winter? Give me a reason. Anyway, set up to cut this junk poplar. Ooh, howling wind. When I cut a 24-inch, I'm not going to split it. I could have moved the conveyor ahead, but I'm kind of a little short on space. And without a spotter, it was a little bit of a goat rodeo to get this thing in here. But we're ready to go. So I'm going to fill this thing up. I'll maybe raise it up the conveyor a tiny bit and give her and see how much wood we stack in here. I usually burn 4-foot boiler wood, but this time I'm going to do 2 just because it'll fit in. There's way less, crooked airspace. So here we go. It's working. Wow. No, that's not true. We hope it's working. But maiden voyage for hauling wood instead of hay. Freaking wind. Look at that. Looks like I have one of those weird mustaches going on. What I really have is a mental illness. Should be somewhere else instead of out here in a blizzard cutting wood. Talk to you later. Well, it still sucks. Oh, we got it full. Well, we ran out of logs, which is a good thing. Ooh, wind is blowing. It's 8 feet wide. And not sure what we've got in there, but a pretty good jag. Only one piece fell out. Tires are getting like they're spongy, so call her good. So I can get out of here without wrecking anything. Hanging into this conveyor. Make good choices, like stay inside when it's this nasty. And all that. Talk to you later.